Hey Pokemon Unite, how's it going? Yeah, there's tons of cheating in Pokemon Unite too, and the community is in shambles, as if they haven't had it bad enough with the baffling dev decisions that have been destroying the game. So we have a big Pokemon Unite news update. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends, and comment your thoughts down below. And since I've been out of the scene for a while, please comment, fill me in as to what's going on. Has there been any other like crazy cheating going on in Pokemon Unite, or accusations or suspicions? And then I know legendaries are doing terrible things for the game, and draft mode was supposed to kind of fix that, but now it just seems like a complete mess, which makes me feel good about stepping away from the game a while ago. So it's time to tell the truth. Team Illusion cheating during the AOS Cup explanation. Also, flashbang warning. There you go. So what happens is we have a team of ex-world competitors cheating, and what they did was they had an underage player play on someone else's account. Now, why would they take the risk? It's simple. The player, Nachos, is not eligible because he's 15 to play in the Unite Championship Series tournament, but he will be old enough to be at Worlds. So the plan was, you qualify for Worlds with the underage player that you were going to bring on as a sub for Worlds, and then you just have the better player playing anyways. This caused a snowball effect, so we have a lot of people talking on it. This JB played on Kirio's account for 2 monthlies before regionals, so more account sharing, more players. These are 2x world champions who actively cheated in order to protect their title. These guys should all be banned for this season, considering they cheated 2 months in a row last season. No, man, this needs 3 years. Like, you need to be out for a long time. I think that's a big problem with like competitive communities and the Pokemon community and the play Pokemon and all the VGC stuff that's going on. We need to see serious punishments for cheating. You don't just accidentally play on someone else's account to protect your title or to qualify for world championships and then cheat to take away opportunities from other teams. You need to be gone for years to do something that disgusting. Okay, it looks like some of the community feels the same way. Just banned for this season is such a nice thing. Yeah, that's like way too nice and delicate. I also want to point out Oracle got disqualified from regionals for the exact same reason. So it seems like that is the big way that everyone, well, not everyone, but that tons of teams are cheating in Pokemon Unite, using other players to play on accounts to qualify the teams. Great, now everyone's kind of pitching in. Be really bad if a North American team were caught doing the exact same thing. Is it just me, or does this sound like a subtweet because they're aware or have suspicion of other teams doing this? So it's not just like European and French teams or whatever, it's everyone. Everyone's cheating in Pokemon Unite, just like how everyone, well, not everyone, but, you know, we're seeing tons of cheating in Pokemon Unite, tons of cheating in Pokemon VGC, an insane amount of cheating in Pokemon TCG. It's all filthy and disgusting because we're not seeing enough punishment from play Pokemon because Pokemon companies corrupt. Awesome. And it's really this extra commentary that's filling me in. It's wild how many Unite Championship Series teams willingly break the rules. How many teams are rule breaking? How much rule breaking is going on? What kind of rules are being broken? So this just goes deeper than I can comprehend, but I want to just kind of fill you guys in. Like, yep, Pokemon Unite, dirty scene as well. And then we got a bit more regarding the illusion situation. Why do you think tournament organizers get so annoyed with players changing their names so often? And this could also be like done deliberately to obfuscate cheating, even if it's just like, no, I actually want to change my name if I'm going to like qualify for Worlds or start making a name for myself as a competitor in some kind of esport, because they become immediately more difficult to identify. Situations such as this can creep up, and without due diligence or player evidence, entire tournament bracket can be called into question. So how many brackets called into question? How many AOS Cups? How many issues have happened with all of these teams cheating? How many other teams haven't gotten caught, or all these other weird things going on? That's crazy. If the Razmog Nachos accusation is deemed true by the admins, I hope that this leads to a further examination of player etiquette in both the Championship Series and beyond. It leaves casters in a horrible position of misinforming audiences without them knowing as well. And, Luniar 2 got died for this. Is that another team? And I thought the idea of like an online qualifier for Pokemon Unite was really cool because, yeah, you're not like restricted to regionals. You don't have to pay an excessive amount. It's like, hey, we just get the squad together. We all just need to be online at this time and we can play from anywhere and just kind of qualify and get the points that are needed. But then that just kind of opens up a lot of unrestricted cheating, and who knows what other cheats have infected Pokemon Unite or like other things that people are doing to cheat. So that's really cool. But what if this wasn't a cheating scandal? Is Pokemon Unite the game to play? No. New season of ranked matches will also be held. Let's battle for the master rank. So Japanese Pokemon Unite website. Ranked match Series 18 starting February 27th. There'll be no EX license limit. Now, my last video on Pokemon Unite was talking about how EX licenses will not be allowed in the next rank season, and everyone was rejoicing because balancing all the legendary Pokemon was making the game just unfun, because the devs are like, yeah, they're actually supposed to be super duper overpowered, and that's how we find fun in creating these EX licenses. But then it just ruined all rank integrity. So by getting rid of that, you kind of restored it. But now we have Miraidon being introduced. So we have another EX license, and that's going to now mean 3 EX Pokemon in the pool with no limit. It's not even a limit of 1 EX Pokemon or something. So at least we have like draft mode coming in. You can ban all the legendaries and there's not going to be any issues. In Rank Match Series 18 starting February 27th, Pokemon selection in draft mode when all 10 match players have Master 1400 or more. That is so stupid. It's impossible to put into words. Like, I've built up this video, and I mean, what is there to, it's one of those things, like, what is there to say that isn't obviously, like, bad about this? And everyone else is also commenting and pitching in on, like, so you need all 10 match players to get 1400, and I don't know, like, the state of, like, how accessible 1400 is, but it also seems like they made Master Rank too easy to get into over years of updates because players were getting discouraged because they suck, they don't even belong in Veteran tier, and then they don't reach Master Ball rank and they quit, and that makes the player count look bad, which increases the queues, which makes more players quit, and that's the Death Spiral I talked about, like, years ago, and the reason why I quit Pokemon Unite. But now they're just, so they let everyone to Master Ball rank, but then players got upset, like actual competitive good players, which I still doubt there's any in Pokemon Unite, except for OG was taken. They all complained, so like, oh wait, these players absolutely don't belong Master, and all this like ELO and ranking inflation. So now they have to like cut it off to 1400 because there's too many players in that. But then you need all players to match that to even unlock draft, which is what everyone's been wanting because it at least does a little bit to aid balance issues and team comp issues. But now with draft coming in, there's also going to be no EX license limit for an entire ranks. What's the point? How are the devs this incompetent? And I mean, that was another issue I have. Like, okay, it's not the players killing off Pokemon Unite from just being unskilled and never going to Zapdos or Rayquaza, no matter how many years the game has been going on and how many people say that's all you need to do. It's also the devs with outrageous balance decisions, not actually like splitting the ranking queues, and then making it to where you have to be in a 5-stack to dominate, and then there's no reason playing as a solo player, and then like all this other mess, and now it just gets even worse. Also, like there's speculation as to how this is going to happen. Like they're separating to where like, oh, players in 1400 or more then are in their own queue of draft ranking, but then if you're under that, then you're just in like the regular rank. Or if they don't do that and it's all just like still the same pile and puddle of players or pool of players, actually it is a puddle at this point because Pokemon Unite's dead, then that means it's going to take like longer to matchmake, or if the matchmaking tries to prioritize players over 1400, and they'll only drag in a few under 13 or under 1400 if there's just not enough available. Like, what is this mess? What is this mess? And like, why not just have draft available for everyone? Making it to where like the higher end of competitive is different than the lower end makes absolutely no sense, because then you're playing and training for 2 different games. You get to Master Rank in something completely separate from what Master Rank is with the draft mode, and then how other formats and stuff play out. This is something League of Legends solved a while ago by making it to where they took a hard stance early on saying we're not going to have a pro balance team. We're all playing on the same patch. We're all climbing together, and if you break into the elite ranks, then yeah, you've kind of earned that same thing. So, Pokemon Unite, absolute mess. I dropped out a while ago because game was dead, devs are weird, and the players are even weirder. And then, yeah, it seems like that was a good decision. I think everyone that's like quit Pokemon Unite just keeps like assuming like, yeah, after the legendary Pokemon or after the community just being the worst and unskilled, it's like, yeah, every day that goes by that I quit Pokemon Unite, I feel better about it. And then now there's cheating, so that wasn't even like a safe haven from all the corruption in the Pokemon Company International. And if you want to know why Pokemon Unite sucks to play to begin with, here's why. Here's your average Pokemon Unite loser. So this was also like a long thread from a brat because of I responded to this. So, you know, a pro player made me upset today for trash talking me just because I misplayed. They started flexing their status. I'm just playing this game after work because I feel like it. The selfishness, the entitlement of the younger generations, like, this is why gaming sucks. No one is playing seriously anymore because they don't want to grow. They don't want to develop. They don't want to work for themselves. They just want to have fun, but then they don't want the responsibility of being in a team game or a competitive environment. If you're just playing because you got off work and you just want to play and chill, then go to normals. Don't ruin other people's competitive grinding experience, especially when it is like pro players trying to climb the ladder and gain more status. But I guess we can't have nice things. And people like hurting others. You guys are the jerks. No, the jerk is the person that's ruining 4 other players' experience because they want to have fun. So I said all that, and then of course, like, tons of babies just kind of jump in and get offended by that. And it culminates to this, you know, play single-player games if you want peak performance from all participants. I don't know about you, I play games because I want to have a good time. It's not just, like, this is why Pokemon Unite sucks, again, because it's just idiots following, like, terrible strategy from other YouTubers that are just trash at the game, that are just farming it for money and filling bad ideas, but then also just, like, kids. Brats, selfish kids that don't want to actually apply themselves into anything, then they just deflect, like, I'm just here to have fun. You're the ones being mean, you know, it's just a game. I think they even, like, throw that out there at someone. It is a game. Putting in the pauses after each of it to try to make an emphasis, even though it's like, no, you're in the competitive ladder. You now need to take responsibility for your actions. And then no one wants to try. And same thing in League of Legends, same thing in every competitive game or esport out there, because everyone's weak and selfish. So, there we go. Pokemon Unite sucks. Glad I left. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.